Hello everyone, this is Marco and welcome back to my channel. I decided to unbox and review this amazing figure for you guys because, well, I love it. I've been waiting for this figure to release for quite a bit now, and it finally arrived in the UK, and it is the epic roaring Tyrannosaurus Rex from Jurassic World, featured in the new Netflix show Camp Cretaceous. Mattel have decided to do a completely new sculpt for this dinosaur figure. Every T-Rex figure looked amazing already, but this one is something special in my opinion. Now, before taking it out of the box, let's have a look at the box itself. So it's got the name in the front and the logos, and the back has got a lovely render of the T-Rex. If you look on the top left corner, there is the Jurassic World Facts app icon, which tells you that you can scan the code underneath the foot of the dinosaur to add it to your virtual collection. Camp Cretaceous logo, and if we have a look down there, there are some Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous stickers. Yes, I can't wait to have a look at those. That is the Carnotaurus Toro from the show, and this beautiful photoshopped render. One thing that I would like Mattel to do is a lovely sort of diorama at the back of the box, which is something that us Jurassic fans really want, as kind of a callback to the original kind of figures back in the 90s. Now, if you look underneath the box, there is this tab that you can pull open, which helps you unbox the figure, which is very, very handy. Now, if you twist these black pieces of plastic, you can actually kind of unhinge the figure from the box. Those pieces of plastic insert into the feet, which is why the feet have got a hole at the bottom. I find this to be a really ingenious solution to aid with the unboxing of this figure. It means that we don't have to completely destroy the box to get the dinosaur out, which is a plus for collectors that like keeping the box and being able to put the figure back in. As much as I appreciate this lovely packaging design, I tend to not keep the boxes at all, so I just decided to go ahead and cut those plastic ribbons off with a scalpel. Now, the reason why I don't keep the boxes is that I have a very small house, so it would just take up a lot of space. Anyway, these feet are twistable, so it actually takes up less space inside the box. So once you twist them out into the correct position, they should kind of snap into place. Unfortunately, my Rex doesn't seem to snap into the right place. They're kind of off. After the video, I think I'll be gluing them into place. What I just showed you on screen was the instructions, so don't really need to have a look at those. These are all the warnings written in different languages, which Hasbro really loves. Do you remember Hasbro mini dinosaur figures? They had a really, really big piece of paper with with loads of warnings and stuff, which was kind of funny. Enough me rambling. These are the stickers that came with it. They are lovely renders from the show, but unfortunately there is an official place for them, and they go inside that card, which has a maze that takes the characters to the exit or the entrance of the park. I don't know, we'll have to see the show. I'll be keeping those stickers for somewhere else. Now let's have a look at the figure. Now, this has the classic primal attack action features, which enables you to puppeteer the dinosaur's head and jaws and neck with the tail. It does feature other articulation like the arms. Unfortunately, they don't sort of open sideways like the other Rex figures, and the legs are articulated too. The arms, the teeth, and the tip of the tail are made of rubber, which is very nice. Now let's hear that epic roar. As you could probably tell straight away, the head actually vibrates. It shakes, and it's supposed to simulate the very powerful roar that the Tyrannosaurus actually performs in the films. The tongue is actually made of this really flexible rubber, which is supposed to shake and wiggle upon roaring. Let's take a closer look at the sculpt. Now, starting with the head, you can notice that the texture of the figure is a lot more pronounced than the other Tyrannosaurus figures made by Mattel. There is loads more detail packed into this sculpt. Now, what I really like about this figure is that it's chunky. It is a lot thicker than the other Rexes. What I found a bit weird about the other Rexes is that they kind of were a bit pear-shaped. I mean, the chest wasn't as deep as it should have been, but this one is a lot better. Now look at those feet, look at all that detail on the feet. The sculptor that Mattel hired really had fun sculpting this figure. I mean, that's what I would think if I was a Mattel sculptor. Mattel, hire me please. Now, I do appreciate everything that Mattel's doing, but there are some things that I might sort of take issue with. I mean, nothing is perfect in this world, and this figure, or everything that Mattel makes, in my opinion, there's always something a little bit off that I kind of wish it wasn't. I'm not trying to say that they're doing a bad job. What they're doing is freaking amazing, considering other figures that we've had in the past. You know what I mean. There is absolutely no contest between that company and this one. I still feel like the hips are a bit too wide on Mattel's figures, and the proportions are a bit off. I do understand that this is a toy, it's meant for children, but if we look at the original Kenner figures, like the Thrasher T-Rex, that was actually based on a Stan Winston maquette. All the proportions were a lot closer to the actual dinosaurs in the film. There's your scan code, by the way. I'm sorry, I've been rambling quite a bit, but it's time to have some fun with this figure.
Roll.
Now, I think this is by far the best Jurassic World T-Rex we've ever had. This is definitely the best that Mattel has done till now. I was just sharing my personal thoughts earlier, but this is objectively a much better figure than others that we've had in the past. Now let's compare the Rex with the other Rexes from Mattel. This is compared to the original Extreme Chomping T-Rex, which I must say is quite a bit smaller than this new T-Rex that we've got. This is it compared to the green Extreme Chomping T-Rex. And this is it compared to the Thrash and Throw. Now, it is about the same size as the Thrash and Throw, but look at that detail. There's so much more detail in this new sculpt. Another issue I kind of have with these figures is that they're mainly made of a hard plastic, which means that if it falls, or, you know, a kid when he plays with a toy like this is inevitably gonna play quite rough with it and drop it, which is very prone to cracking and breaking. So I don't really know how well these figures will perform throughout time, durability wise. Only time will tell. I've been comparing this Rex while I was rambling to other figures, including the Red Rex. This is it compared to the Primal Attack Carnotaurus. And this is it compared to the Battle Damage Blue. One thing I love about Mattel's figures is that they're all in scale. The playability is just perfect. And I wish scale was a thing when I was a little kid. Back in the day, Jurassic Park 3 toys were around, and you can't really say that those were in scale. This is it compared to my Rubber Rex. And I think that'll do for this video, so thank you and bye bye.
Hey, you can also buy my figures and my paintings, as well as some sick merch on Etsy. Yes, I have an Etsy shop, and the link is in the description. I would like to give a massive thank you to all of my Patreons. Seriously guys, your support really does mean the world to me, as it helps me do what I love for you. You help me buy materials, and most of all, you give me a helping hand with improving the quality of the content of my videos. Even if it's just a small donation, every little helps. If you like my videos, please press the like button. And you could consider subscribing. It's free. Oh, and don't forget to press the notification bell button, because you don't want to miss any of my new stuff, right? I'm gonna say bye now, because when you gotta go, you gotta go. I will see you in the next one.